computer. Okay. All right, so we are recording. So good morning, good morning. Yes, I did cut my hair when I got my hair done. I got the curtain bangs. I don't know how I feel about them. But I'm just going with it. So I'm trying to train my part too because I have worn this deep side part for so long that even after I wash my hair and like take a towel off, my hair is just like in that deep part. Like there's no fixing it. So I'm trying to train it. Oh yeah, no, I didn't cut it all off, just a little bit. No, no. If I cut my hair, y'all know something bad wrong is wrong. Y'all better come check on me. I'm just saying. I've worked so hard on my hair. But anyways, good morning everybody. If you're new, welcome. My name is Ivy. I am a 4K leader. I am super excited because last week I had to miss this because of the Rona, and it was not a good time. But I'm better. I'm very blessed that it was very mild. I want to start off by saying if you guys have not partaken in your self development, please do that now. This will be recorded, so I will share it in the group chats. But self development is so important. I'm going to touch on that before I jump into the IPAs. One reason I preach it so much is because when I first started here, I kept hearing them say self development, self development, self development. And I am a psychology major times two. And I was teaching self development, but I was never doing it. And I was like, why are they telling me to do self development? I feel fine. I'm good. All I'm doing is posting about products. All I'm doing is, you know, making a sale. And my mindset was literally in the worst place ever because I was in that money mindset where I was just trying to make a sale, trying to make a sale. And so when I really started incorporating self development and growing in my faith has really been the biggest thing for me. I've always grown up, in a Christian home. But sometimes I'm saying that Christians aren't perfect, and the ones who think and act like they are, those are the ones that are always labeled as the hypocrites because they judge others for the things. And I never wanted to be that person. I never wanted to tell somebody you need to go pray if I wasn't doing it myself. So I was not going to teach my team to do self development if I wasn't doing it myself. And that was just overall not a good way to start out my business. So since I have incorporated that, y'all, my growth that I've seen in myself is just amazing. Things that used to bother me don't bother me anymore. I wake up every day excited, ready to learn something new and ready to do new things. And so, used to, when I woke up, it was, oh, God, I got to go post again, or I got to go do this again, or I got to be on a training again. And now I love it. I love seeing all you guys. That y'all are the highlight of my days and my nights. And so, that's a little bit about why I am going to be big on self development because it has truly helped me, my mindset, my business, and just overall everything that I've gotten so far. So, anyways, IPAs, income producing activities. Again, if you're new, welcome. We are so blessed that you are here. Let's get going. So, I'm going to start over on Instagram just because I love Instagram. Used to it wasn't my thing, but now it's my jam. And then we'll go to Facebook. We'll start in our stories. So if you have not added anything to your story, do so now. I haven't done mine because I wanted to do mine with you guys. Normally I do later Zooms, and so mine would normally be done by now. So I'm glad I picked a little bit earlier of a time. A little tip that I have, I'm going to talk while y'all are doing this because I always forget to play some music and I think it feels awkward if there's nothing playing and it's just silent. So I will talk as this is going through. One tip that I personally tell people is post between 5 to 7 slides in the morning. You want to show yourself in your story. You want to show yourself in using these products. Don't just post like a generalized picture that you found on Pinterest. Really show your face because that's going to draw that connection with your audience as well as them knowing that you are actually using these products versus just saying you are and not really using them, if that makes sense. All right. So, and I actually made my story last night. Um, I'm very, actually, pretty proud of it because I have been struggling with my stories for the last week or so because I got off track of, I was sick with COVID. My whole routine was just out of whack. I'm trying to get better in Canva. If you guys have still yet to see that Canva training, please watch it because the stuff on there, there's so much stuff you can do. But that's what I used last night in my story. Everybody, I'm just patting myself on the back because everybody's like, "Girl, that story looks so good," and I was like, "Thank y'all." I ain't gonna tell you how long it took me. It might have took me an hour. It might have took me two. Who knows? But I did it, and I'm proud of it. And you guys, if y'all have questions, y'all just drop them in the chat or unmute yourself. However you want to do it. I do talk a lot, and I'm pretty sure we all have squirrel brain. So if I get over here in left field, y'all just call me back in, okay? Also is a good time to take a picture of our Zoom to show the community because a lot of people, I'm just speaking from experience, I have never seen community like this, and I've been in network marketing since 2013. Now, granted, no, I was not a top leader in anything because I did not have a good mindset in anything I did. I gave up. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But I have been in several companies, and when I say there's no community like this one, I wholeheartedly mean it because I've been in them. I never even, when I got signed up somewhere, I was just like, okay, you're a part of the team. Go on out there, do what you got to do. If you make sales, you make sales. If you don't, you don't. And that's all we going to do about it. So it is great to show community because you never know who out there is a part of a company and maybe they feel alone. Maybe they don't do these things, and it might draw that attention of curiosity to reach out to you and ask, hey, what are you doing? Why do I see you on these trainings all the time? All right. So has everybody uploaded a couple of slides to their stories? Because we are going to move on. And I'm not going to set a timer, y'all. I'm just looking at the clock and watching it because I don't know why, but when the timer goes off, I jump every single time. I don't know why. I'm just weird. So I'm not going to set one. All right. So now we're going to do our interactions in stories. Scroll all the way, like when you're at the top and you got your little circles. Scroll all the way to the back because I'm not going to lie, I don't go through every single person's story. For a while, I was doing that, but then it became so time consuming and I felt like I was getting trapped in this big, like, rabbit hole of stories. So now I just, throughout the day, I go towards the back of people I normally don't see because the ones in the front are the people you see the most. Those are going to be the people you're interacting with the most. So just go to the back, go through, interact on them. Like if there's something you see, for example, I don't know, but the first one I just clicked on was a breastfeeding mom. I'm going to comment on there and say, I'm so proud of you because breastfeeding mamas, if you've never breastfed, it is a hard job. And I feel like they don't get enough recognition. I did it for 2 years with my youngest. And so I always just feel drawn to let them know they're doing a bomb job. Jenna, we're just interacting in stories on Instagram. And we're just going to take about 2 or 3 minutes. I won't hold you guys too long. Um, I normally, when I'm at home doing my IPAs and stuff, I will set like a 10 or a 15-minute timer on my phone, just because you really don't know how much you can get done in 10 or 15 minutes. And it kind of tricks your mind. Whenever people come over, or you get told at the last minute, hey, we're going to come by and see you for a minute, and you haven't cleaned the house, so you only got like 10 or 15 minutes to get that house looking nice for them. It kind of tricks your brain into thinking, oh my gosh, let me get what I can get done in this short amount of time, so that way you're not spending it, just browsing and not really being intentional with it. Hello, good morning, Miss Betty. We are just on our Instagram stories, and we are doing interactions. I told everybody to just kind of scroll to the back and do the people they don't normally see. And we're just going to take a few minutes doing that. Also, you can take during this time, if you're seeing a lot of your sideline sisters, again, I always reiterate this. We love you guys. I love seeing some of your guys' stuff, but sometimes it takes away from the people who are not thriving. And so we want to have that space available to those people who are not thriving. And you can just mute. You can, you can't do it the same way on here like you do Facebook. So you have to actually go to their thing, click the following button, and then mute, post, or stories, however you want to do that. So you can kill two birds with one stone. um, Condra, did I say it right? Condra or Candra? I'm country, so I'm blaming it on that if I didn't say it right. Y'all already know. We are just on Instagram stories, and we are doing some interactions. And I told everybody to scroll kind of to the back to see those people we don't normally interact with. That way, we're seeing some new faces versus those first few that we're always seeing. You are so welcome. All right, we're going to take just about one more minute, and then we will move on. Y'all, I feel like I haven't done this in so long. Like, I feel rusty. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing right now. Being out and off for a week really throws a whole routine off, just completely out of loop. All right, so now we are going to move on. And we are going to be on our little news feed, and we're going to do some interactions there. By the interactions on this, you can also clean up as well. Don't just heart something, be genuine. If you don't have a genuine comment to say, that probably means you don't relate to that person. And don't just type something random if it's not, like I said, genuine, because there's not going to be a connect there. There's going to be a disconnect if that person does start connecting with you and you couldn't even come up with a genuine comment. So if you're seeing a lot of ads too, you can click those three lines in your right hand corner. You can click hide ad. The ads will not go away just forever, but this will help you from seeing them. I just put I see it too often, and that helps a little bit. And again here, comment, be genuine, clean it up as you're going through. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. And again, if y'all have any other questions, y'all just drop them in the chat and I'll get to them. And if you're having a hard time on choosing who to interact with, this is good to go back to your fives list. Do y'all remember the list y'all made when you first started? Um, what makes you outside of the company? For example, I'm a boy mom. I always comment on boy mom stuff. I'm a dog mom. I always comment on dog mom stuff, books. A lot of people know I like to read books. Of course, a lot of people know I like makeup. So the things that make you you, comment, what you can relate to that person with. That's how I go about it, especially if I feel stuck on, gee, I hadn't had any interactions. That's when I pull out my fives list. And of course, if you've not made that, get with your upline. And if you're struggling in that department, reach out to them. You're welcome to reach out to me as well. I love helping everybody. That's just my mindset too. So even though you don't do anything for me, I would love to help you if you feel like you're struggling. One thing I will touch on while y'all are going through that. Used to, you could go into your actual little profile and click who you're following. And there are two categories. It says least interacted with and most shown in feed. If you clicked your least interacted, that was really good to go through. Oh, it works now. Okay, perfect. Um, we'll move to that next. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be all over the place. For a long time, iPhone users were not able to use that feature anymore, but it just worked again. So we'll go into that next. I'll give y'all a few more minutes to do your interactions and clean it up a little bit. All right. So moving on from interactions, we're going to go to our profile. So you're going to click your little person in the circle down here, and then you're going to click on following. Like I mentioned, it gives you two categories. It says least interacted with, most shown in feed. We're going to go to least interacted with, and we're going to clean some of those people up because for some reason, if they're showing there, we're not seeing their stuff, we're not interacting with them. Maybe they don't resonate with us. Maybe we can't connect to them. Maybe it's just an old profile. So you're just going to go through and see, the last time maybe they made a post, that person I just pulled up was from 2013. So obviously they're not using that platform. So I'm going to unfollow them. And we're just going to take a few minutes to do this. And I do this throughout the week. I don't do it like every single day. Some people do it every single day. I just do it kind of, sometimes I just forget. I'm just going to be honest. We're all human. But then I'm like, oh, wow, I need to clean my network out so that way it's, freed up for new people and all that good jazz. So just go through, click on there, look at their stuff. If they haven't made a post, since, like I said, 2019, more than likely they're not using that anymore, so might as well just get rid of them. And if they have made one and maybe you just haven't been seeing their stuff, you can use that time to interact on their post. Hey Sherry, we are just on our least interacted with in Instagram and unfollowing some of those people. I don't know about y'all, but I'm finding a lot of profiles that are like super duper old. Sherry, just our cleaning up our Instagram, our least interacted with. Whenever you go to your profile, you can click who you're following and it shows you your least interacted. We're just unfollowing some of those people. You're so welcome. All right, so we are going to finish up there and move on to the last thing in Instagram. Then we will head over to Facebook. So, right now would be a good time to do your good quality post on Instagram, which of course the algorithm is different here. So more posts kind of get you boosted up. Reels are awesome. If you guys have not been doing reels, I really suggest you do so. Use those to your advantage because those get so much interaction. The way the platforms are working now is off of videos and things like that. So do them, show them, doing your 3 steps. They're not hard. Don't be scared about it. This is a good way if you've not went live yet to get used to showing your face, showing people what you're doing. They're fun. Be fun with it. Don't be, feel like you have to follow a certain script. Also, if you save some of your sounds, just because you save a sound and a lot of those sounds are connected to other videos, you don't have to do the same video that everybody's doing. I just want to throw that out there because so many times I see the same song and every single person is doing the exact same video. It's just a different person. I'm like, why would you do that? Make it your own, do your own thing with that sound because I don't know. I don't know. Is there's like maybe there's some kind of challenge about who does the best video with the same sound? I don't know, but I'm not following the leads of others. I'm my own person. So I'm just saying, I just want to encourage you to do that. Um, so make you a good quality post right now. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can come back to it. I know it's kind of put you on the spot. Think on it. I'm going to share my transformation that I did probably later just because I shared it like an hour ago on Facebook. So I kind of give a little break in between them. And most of the time, if I do a post on Facebook and Instagram, I'll use a different picture. I don't want to use the same picture. Brittany does that too. I actually got that idea from her, but that way I'm not using all my content at one time and just giving both platforms something different to see. All right. So now we are going over to Facebook. Facebook is just not becoming my thing anymore. I don't know about y'all. Facebook was where I was most comfortable with, and now I don't know if it's because everything going on. There's so much everything from this side and over here and over there going on. I really don't stay on Facebook as much as I used to. But we're going to do the same thing. You're going to add to your story. Again, I always like to start out with at least 5 to 7 slides. And throughout the day, you're going to add to it like at lunchtime. Show people what you're cooking for lunch. Show people what you're fixing your kids for lunch. If you are taking a break at lunchtime, show people what you do on your breaks. Maybe you read the Bible at lunch. Maybe you read 10 pages in your book. People want to see what you do throughout the day. Oh yeah, a lot of politics, and I have muted, unfollowed, deleted, you name it. I've done it all, but it just keeps showing up. But we don't focus on all that. I try not to. It's hard sometimes, I know, and it's hard not to get sucked in those rabbit holes. So, um, go ahead and add to your stories. And as you get done, we'll just go ahead and move into the note or the interactions on those stories. And it's the same thing here, guys. I want you to scroll back because the first few people you see, those are the people who you are having the most interaction with. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. So on here, you can actually mute the stories from the stories. You just click those 3 dots in the corner and it'll say mute so and so's story, and you can click that and it'll mute them. If you feel like you don't, connect with that person, or if you're seeing nothing but your sideline sisters and brothers or whoever, if you're seeing a lot of the same, say you have a Monet person and you're seeing like 10 different people with Monet, you don't need to see all those people. Stick to the one person you use. If they're like, somebody that's consistent. I know Jenna has talked about before, she has switched who she was buying something from just based on the fact that they weren't being consistent. So if your Monet person is not being consistent, by all means follow a new one and mute the one that you was with, whatever you want to do. But there's no sense in having 10 of the same company that you're seeing, because that's taking time away from people who you could actually be interacting with. So I just got a question about Instagram and Facebook stories. Do I have them linked? I don't have them linked per se, that if I share on Instagram, it automatically goes to Facebook, but I have that option. So like if I'm in there and I am going to share something, I have the option to share it automatically to Facebook. I know if you automatically have it linked, it is not good for your algorithm. So I try not to do that. I will do them separately. Sometimes if I'm in a crunch for time, I'll just do it that way, but whatever works for you. But I will say it will hurt your algorithm, and more than likely you won't be seen if they are linked. Brittany, I need that robe. I always see it and it looks so soft. Sorry, my dog just came like running up on me, and I thought he sounded like a dang elephant running down the hall. It scared me. That's why y'all see me look back like that. I was like, what is happening right now? And he's little, y'all. He doesn't even weigh 10 pounds. That's why I was concerned. He sounded so huge. So same thing with your interactions here. Be genuine, you guys. Don't just send a heart or emojis, because I'm just saying, when people comment emojis on my stuff, I don't even know how to respond back to that. Do I send back emojis too? Do I say words back to them? So I'm just saying that's probably how everybody thinks, and maybe not. I don't know. Maybe some people might like emojis. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how to respond. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for hopping on. We are in our Facebook stories, doing some interactions and muting people if we're seeing a lot of the same thing. It's my OG robe from Costco. Just seen that. Oh, I love it. So we will take a couple of more minutes. And y'all, I'm sorry I keep clearing my throat. I know that's so rude. But I don't know what's going on with me. So just a few more minutes there, and then we will move on to our news feed and do some cleaning up. And we are almost done, and I'll leave, like, I'll open it up to where if anybody has questions about anything, we can go over some stuff at the end. Bless you. Bless you. Apparently one of my children is up and I had no idea. That might be what I heard running down the hall while ago, not my dog. All right, so let's go into our news feed. So I don't know if this is on everybody, but if you have an iPhone, we're going to go to the most recent, and used to most recent, you could click the little lines over here and it would pull up. Now you have to scroll down to at least the first post that's underneath where you can make your status and go live and all that. And it says home, favorites, and recent. You can click your recent, and that's going to show you everything that's been recently posted, whereas the home is just kind of a mixture of everything from last night to this morning and everything in between. Also, Meredith shared a really great tip that she's been doing. The people that she's been interacting with or potentials, she's been favoriting them, so that way they show up in that favorites list, and that way she can go directly to them and interact with them. That's a good idea as well. So I wanted to share that in case you guys missed it on one of her trainings. I thought it was pretty smart because I didn't think of it. I don't think of a lot of things, honestly. It just happens that way sometimes. But we're going to just do our interactions. Same thing here, you guys. Be genuine. If you can't think of anything to comment, probably means that you don't connect with them in some type of way. Don't just comment emojis. Don't just like the post. We want to like it, heart it, and comment. Again, I will reiterate. Wait, you said favoriting. Yes. So you can actually, let me do it for an example. Let me find somebody just for an example. So when you are scrolling through, you can click those little lines or the three dots, and it'll pull up your little it'll pull up a little menu thing, and it'll say save post, add so and so to favorites, hide post, snooze, unfollow, things like that. If you click the add to favorites, there's three little tabs up here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It says home, favorites, and recent, and it'll put them in that middle category. And Meredith said she does that for her potentials. That way she can click that favorites in the middle and automatically just see all the potentials that she's communicated with. That way they're kind of all in one area. Does that make sense? Yeah. But while we're doing our interactions, you guys may need to update. Do you have an iPhone? You got an iPhone though, don't you? You don't have that? See, I don't understand what's going on with our technology sometimes. Like, because some people have it and some people don't. Hello. Maybe you can go to their profile and do it. Let me see if I can go to a friend. So you can go to their profile too, like if you have a list of potentials, and you can click the three dots that's, over there beside message, and it'll say friends, following, see friendship, and you click following, and it'll say unfollow, default, or favorites, and you can add them that way too. But then I don't know how you find it after that since it's different. I don't know. You throw me for a loop, Christina. Have no idea.
I don't it's not even there either. That's weird.
So like when you're on your home, like even though like if you scroll down a little, you don't see it at up there at the top at all anymore. Because used to on iPhones, you could click the three lines and then scroll down and it would say recents, favorites, and stuff like that. See if it's there. I ain't got a clue, y'all. You don't have it either, Shayla? Oh my gracious. I have no idea, you guys. I really am not that good with technology. Like literally YouTube and Google are like my BFFs. Like I have people ask me all the time, "How'd you do this?" I'm like, "Girl, YouTube it," because I I can't explain things either. I'm not good at like I have to show you. Like I need you to be in front of me so I can be like, just watch what I do so you can see it. So if it's not, I have no idea, you guys. Maybe YouTube it. Maybe your phone needs to be updated. I'm not real sure. And like I said, with our interactions, you can clean up, kill two birds with one stone. If you're seeing a lot of your sideline sisters, just go unfollow them. You're not unfriending them. Like I said, we love you guys. I love seeing your posts and things. Um, but we want to have that freed up for the people who are not involved in Thrive. I know on a laptop I can't make lists. Yeah, like the laptop is so different because I remember doing the list thing for a while and now I don't even see that option at all, period, to do on my actual phone. Technology is forever changing, you guys. Like there's always something new or something being taken away. So so after we do our notifications, listen, I can't talk. My notifications. We are going to do our post again. If you are not ready for this, that is perfectly fine. Um, make your good quality post. Remember, on Facebook now, it is quality over quantity. Used to, Facebook wanted you to post all day long. Now Facebook doesn't. You need one or two good quality posts. I know a lot of people will post, around in the morning time, which gets the most interactions, and again around the evening, which does get interactions, but it's not as much as you did the morning time. Also, you can do lunchtime because a lot of people at lunch, what do when they're taking a break from working? They're sitting in the break room on their Facebook while they're eating lunch. So, however you feel like, you guys know your audience. If you feel like you get more interactions during the afternoon than the morning time, by all means do it that way. And if you don't have a post to make today, now would be a good time to plan that out. We're all about making sure our message comes across. I have a lot of people come to me too that says, I don't know what to post about. We have so many trainings over that, you guys. Um, Whenever I feel like I'm stuck and don't have something to post about, I'll go back to my fives list. Fives list is super important. Sharing your story and being you, that's super important too, because you want people to connect to you in some way. So how are they supposed to connect to you if you're not sharing your story? Oh, Janie, I see you taking a picture. I was not even ready, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So does anybody have any questions about anything? I would like to go over, if anybody feels like they're struggling with something, I want to make sure you guys are, utilizing your resources. If you guys don't use our Waymaker or the Hustle page, you guys are really missing out. I constantly am going there and searching things. Sometimes I need refreshers. Sometimes, especially if some of my downline comes to me and they said, hey, I don't know how to do this. I'll, always refer them to go. If you go there, you can click in the search bar and literally search anything, and I'll promise you there's a training over it. It might not be a training from last week. It might not be a training from just in December of last month. It may even be one from 2 years ago, but I promise there's some good nuggets in there that you can use to help you in whatever you're struggling with. Um, the reels on Instagram is not working. Okay, so I I haven't done a reel today, so I'm not real sure. You said you updated your phone, but you have a Android, don't you, Angelica?
Yeah, the reels wasn't working yesterday either. So it
Oh,
must be an Instagram thing.
I didn't. Did I do it? Yeah, I did a reel yesterday. I think. Yeah, I did a reel yesterday. You did one this morning. See, I don't know what's going on with all this technology, y'all.
It may not just be the reels because 2 nights ago I tried uploading an IGTV and uploading on my story, and it literally took a full 24 hours for it to load. So I think there might just be like some bugs going on Instagram. I just deleted the app and then re-downloaded it. Don't do that. If you don't, like, make sure you know your password first. That was like, I was like having some serious anxiety. It's like, oh my God, what if I delete this and I don't know my password? Then I can't log back in. So make sure that you have like recovery stuff set up. But I just deleted the app and re-downloaded it, and everything worked again. So
Good.
just try that.
All right, so something I want to touch on before we close out, you guys. And if y'all still have any other questions, please drop them and I'll go over it. But I just want to touch on again these bonuses, what they are going to mean to you and your family. Real quick, I don't want anybody already counting yourself out. It is the 14th day that of this month. We have 17 days left of this month. Do you know what could happen in 17 days? I'm just saying. And the reason I'm saying that is of course, I'm not telling you to compare your journey and your success or anything to anybody else, but Lindsay hit 12K in 11 days. Who says you can't hit that or your 4K in the next 17 days? Who's saying that you can't do it? Okay. Um, Run towards your blessings, not from them. This is a blessing everybody could really benefit from. I'm working my booty off because I deserve it and my family deserves it. Um, and something I shared in the chat last night too that I seen somebody share. Don't let people persuade you and or make you feel like you made a bad choice by spending $200 on your starter pack, because you can easily go to Target and drop $200 on junk. And people's going to be like, oh, girl, let me see what you got from Target. But the minute you tell them that you invested $200 in a business for yourself and your family, you know what they're going to tell you? That's a scam. You wasted money. You're never going to see anything out of that. Why is it that society's teaching us that? That is something that literally after I seen that yesterday, like it really stuck to me and it actually inspired me. I'm going to go live about it later and talk about that because that bothers me. Why is it we can blow $200 at big corporate stores, but we can't blow $200 on ourselves to better ourselves and our family? I don't understand. So I'm actually inspired from that to go live today. Exactly. I would, yes. And people spend that on a night out. Exactly. Like you got to think some people go out, which I'm just telling y'all right now, if I go somewhere and they hand me a bill and it says $200, you might as well just call the ambulance because I'm falling out. That I do not, I'm telling y'all, my friends pick at me all the time because I'm one of those, like, I like to make deals and I'm all the time shopping in the clearance. I don't care, honey. I'm all about saving a buck. And if somebody ever brought me a ticket that said $200 for me and my husband, I'm just going to tell y'all just going to have to come get me out of the hospital because I'm going to fall out. But yeah, some people do. They just blow that on an average. And I just don't understand why they think that that is okay, but you can't start your own business for $200. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Sherry. She said makeup is nice, but it can't change lives like our products. Makeup makes you feel good. I'm just gonna tell y'all, I don't have makeup on today, but y'all know me. I love my makeup. I love putting on lashes, and I love putting on lipstick. But whose life is that changing? Honestly, I have people come to me say, you're all the time saying we shouldn't look like this or look like that, but here you are putting on makeup. I don't do it because somebody else is doing it. I'm doing it because it makes me feel good. Because when I put them lashes on and my lips, I'm telling y'all right now, you can't tell me nothing. That's why I do it. I don't do it because so and so is doing it, or I seen somebody else doing it. I do it for me. And so I try to explain that to people, like, don't compare yourself and how you look and whatever. If that's not who you are, then don't try to make yourself be who, that person. But yes, our products are life changing. Like, literally, I can't even tell you guys where I would be without these products. I was out on medical leave. I had back surgery in February of last year. And first off, I was out on medical leave with no pay because I had no PTO, because I'd been in the company for less than a year. And I was working for the state of Georgia, and I was in mental health, and we were already underpaid, underappreciated, and pretty much they were pissed off because I had to have back surgery. I told them when I took the job, I have back problems. More than likely, I'm going to have a back surgery. Hello. Sorry, I got distracted. I told them from the get go that I was probably going to have back surgery. They were like, oh, whatever you need to do, we'll make sure you're taken care of. Well, they lied. The whole time I was out for, my medical leave, they were constantly texting me, calling me, can you see if the doctor will release you sooner? And I'm like, I literally had a part of my back taken out and y'all want me to come to work. Like, so whenever I seen this opportunity, my friend who is not here anymore is who I signed up under. And she was like, you really need to do this. Like, I see what you're struggling with. You really need to do it. And I was dead set on, no, girl, I ain't doing it. Because like I said, I've been in company since 2013 and I was done with it. I had no intentions of doing this. And then she got me started. I fell in love with the products, and I actually just jumped right in. Literally had no intention of it doing what it's done for me. I've paid off $3,000 in debt, and I'm only sharing this with you guys because y'all, some people need to hear it. I have went from making, sometimes I was making $3 paychecks to $300 paychecks. It's not always about money. My goal here is I want somebody to look at me and say, if she can do this, I can do this. I want somebody to look at me and say, wow, I really need to do better for myself and my family. I want people to look at me and say, wow, she left corporate America and she is balling. She is breaking the norm. I want people to look at me and see that just because society tells us you have to go to college, yes, I went to college and I'm in $55,000 in debt because of it, because I can't even find a job with what I went to school for. I want people to look and be like, wow, she paid off her student loans, not even using her degree that she got those student loans for, So that's all about what my end goal is. I want people to look at me as an inspiration, and saying that to say, if I didn't find this company, I would probably still be stuck in that and I would be miserable. I literally came home and cried every single day because I hated my job. I woke up and cried because I didn't want to go to work. I came home and cried. I literally was so unhealthy. I was eating my feelings. I just was a completely different person. I was angry. I couldn't handle hearing my children speak. And I know that sounds terrible, but I share it every time that I get a chance to because they're kids and I was mad at my kids for being kids. I literally would come home and would make them be quiet and go to their room. And that is not fair. They are 6 years old and my oldest is fixing to be 8. And that was so hard to even acknowledge what I was doing to my kids just because my job was so horrible. But I didn't quit my job just because of, Lavelle. I'm not telling anybody just do it, quit your job. I'm not saying do that. Please don't do that, because if you're not financially able, I don't want that to happen. I'm just saying I had to make that choice because whenever I was released to go back to work, they had just shut down for COVID. I had no help from my family as well, you guys. So I didn't have anybody to help with the kids, to watch them while I was at work, and I dang sure wasn't about to pay a daycare, $200 a week to watch them for me to go to work, because I wasn't even making $200 a week with a bachelor's degree working for the state of Georgia. Just throwing that out there. So I told my boss, I'm not coming back. I just can't do it. And they tried to bully me and tell me I broke contract and all kinds of things. And I was like, I didn't break no contract. I was on medical leave, and now I'm not able to return because I have nobody to watch my kids. They tried to trick me into sending my kids to YMCA. I don't know if other places have YMCA, but it's like a group here that we have that's all into sports and working out and all kinds of things. And they have childcare. Well, the place was an hour from me. They wanted me to drive my kids an hour to drop them off and pay $300 a week and that 1 hour drive, and still come to work for making $12 an hour. And my life was on like high alert constantly because I was with mental health, and I never knew what I was walking into. Sometimes those people didn't take their medicines. They accused me of cheating with their husbands whenever I was there to, yeah, girl, I'm telling you, that the job that I came from literally was so emotionally and physically draining on me. Like I couldn't even function. I would come home. I was supposed to work from 8 to 4, and I wouldn't get off work sometimes till 6, 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, because I was having to go to hospitals with people and sit there, and I couldn't leave them because they were my responsibility because I was with the state, and it was just not a good time, you guys. So I am saying I really just don't know where I'd be had this opportunity not come across me. I would probably be lost. I would have never met any of you wonderful people. And, I just, overall, I would just not be here. Yeah, so many companies literally just don't care. Oh, and corrections, yeah. They offered me to go there, and I was like, dude, I'm 4'11" for one. 4'11" with a messed up back. If somebody's coming after me, what can I do? I mean, seriously, what can I do? I can't do nothing. I can't run either. I'm gonna tell you right now, I got asthma, so I can't run from them. I can't run from them. I can't fight back. I just was like, I got to get out of this profession. My life is worth more than $12 an hour. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close it out. It's been an hour. If anybody doesn't have anything else they need to say or want to say, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Make sure you're doing your interactions. Make sure you guys are being genuine, making true connections with people. Be bold, be confident when somebody comes to you about the opportunity. Be confident in how you respond to them. We have so many trainings. Like I said, please utilize them. Go to your upline, ask your questions. And, I hope everybody has a great day. Let's kill it. This bonus is yours. This bonus is mine. This bonus is everybody's. So let's go. See you guys later.